My name's Norm, as you know. Now I want to let you know something. I got some special guests with me. If y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
I'm Austin Connell out here in Texas, DTX right now. What's popping?
What's good, everybody? I'm Braden, also in Austin or in Dallas with Austin.
What's good, y'all? It's Dylon, bro. From Florida. I was just up there with those boys, but we're printers. We're printers, bro.
What's good? It's Nick, center of Prague, center of Europe, and just printing, baby.
Amen, brother. Now I just want to let y'all know, y'all probably don't believe it, but these motherfuckers are going to be millionaires. All of them, right? All of
Hell
them.
yeah.
And you probably
Hell
sitting
yeah.
here like, what do you mean by that? But I'm about to break down this little formula that we've kind of used to help to get to where we're at right now and how we're going to continue to print. And again, I'm not like, I got numbers on the screen and stuff like that. I don't have a course or anything. Fucking got no followers. We're all on the grind right now to blow up. And if you get it on it now, I mean, shit, you won't have to worry about it later. But again, I'm here to just chat. I don't have to worry about like trying to hit y'all with crazy information. I'm hitting you with the facts. We're all here. It's kind of a little bit of social proof because we got fucking five of us. You know what I mean? But yo, Austin, how much did you make last month?
About 32 days ago, we actually launched the info product. Did about 17K, 17.7 with our low ticket, and we just launched high ticket about 2 days ago. And we're at 19.7K.
Braden, how much did you make last month?
About 18K,
Cool. And that was that through high, low ticket?
15K high ticket, 3K low ticket.
Bam. Yo,
Yeesh.
Dylon, how much did you make last month, brother?
Hell yeah. So last month we did literally mixture, 33K. High ticket was like 15. No, high ticket was like 15. I can't even give the exact number. But this
You're
month
fine.
we're doing like in the past 8 days, 16.1K, and our MRR is at 17. So we're projected to do, I want to do at least 50, 60.
That's
know.
light.
Light work, baby. All right, Nick, how much did you make last month?
We did 40. It wasn't last month. It was on our launch month, so like a month and a half or 2 months ago. And yeah, that was all in our launch month. So we did 40,000 fucking dollars.
And let me ask y'all this, like, fuck, a year ago, did you think that any of y'all were gonna be able to do this? Like, I know that's a
Fuck,
redundant question, but like, how do y'all feel now? Like, I mean, Austin, you can go first if you want to.
Dude, looking back, I wouldn't have even imagined I would have been doing this at all, dude. I was in school. I was fucking jack fucking around, dude. Skateboarding, smoking pot, like not really locked in. I mean, I had some motion for sure, but I would have never imagined I'd be running an online business.
Same, bro. I didn't even know that like internet money existed. I thought the highest leverage opportunity was like going to college and getting a degree. So like I was going to get my finance degree before I found out the internet money existed.
Finance, bro.
What about you, Nick? What was it like a
Yeah,
year ago for you?
I was in my third year of like college, so I was studying IT. I was like, switched from marketing to IT, and I was just like, I never thought it was possible at all. Like my paradigm was like in the fucking in like hell or something. I don't know. It was so bad. That's why Brady used me on like a VSL because it was just so like I just had no belief in anything being possible. Like I thought drop shipping literally wasn't real. Like any internet money, any course, I just thought it was all like just fake somehow. I don't know. It was like a mind fuck. So I never thought this would happen. Now I dropped out of college and yeah, it's kind of fucking insane.
Yo, Dylon, hit me
Sure.
with it.
I don't even want to sound like a dick, but I honestly felt like I could make it. It didn't feel real, but like I switched my major just to work on my business because I was in architect major, switched to computer science just so I can free up time to work on, my agency at the time. Like I always felt like it was possible because I had one client, but I didn't feel real, but I felt like it was possible. And I
Man,
could imagine it. I could imagine it.
it's all now we can all relate real quick. Like aside from this, that all this like we're all delusional. You know what I mean? And
Hell
that's what
yeah.
Yeah.
makes this shit. You know what I mean? So now look, if y'all don't know who I am, my name's Norm. I don't make videos. I don't do a lot of shit. But I was in the same boat. Everybody in this call right now was didn't know where the fuck I was going. Didn't know what I was gonna do. Stuck in college, right? And I fucking dropped out. And so all I'm showing is that, like you've probably seen, we're fucking normal people. We all have a hometown we grew up in. We didn't have special treatment. There's nothing insane about this besides numbers on a screen right now. But you're gonna realize how fucking easy it is to really just chase your dreams and do the shit you want to. And that might sound stupid and you might not believe me, but it truly is insane when you put your fucking mind together with like-minded individuals and you run. You know what I mean? So let me ask y'all this, and you can just say yes or no, head nod, whatever you need to. But all this money that we have on the screen right now, is it through physical products or info products?
Info.
But
So with
And
info products, let me ask y'all a second. So, with physical products, profit margins are what? Fucking 30, 40% on a good day,
you know,
right? With info products, what are we at right now? I got it highlighted just a little bit on the screen.
90% profit margin, man.
I'd be higher, honestly.
Dude,
Like,
right now I think my margins are 100%. We have
No
zero
shit.
overhead other than like a couple
School
subscriptions on
software.
software.
$99 a month.
It's minimal overhead, dude. Minimal, dude. I would argue like
99.
98% margins right now. Now, granted, you'll probably end up building a team out as you scale, but the margins are insane.
I mean, and keep in mind, you chop it in half with the growth partnership.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's one thing, like a lot of people in the growth operator space are like, oh yeah, like for me, for example, oh yeah, I made 18K, but then I have a 50% rev share. So that's only 9K for me. Like, I just want to be clear. Like, a lot of people throw up these big numbers. Like, for example, for bigger people as well, they'll be like, oh yeah, I make $1 million a month. Only like 200K of that is like take home.
That's
Facts.
I
exactly
think
most
it's something
e-commerce
that needs to
people
be
too.
shed light on, dude. I think a lot of people flex crazy numbers, and I'm glad that we can say like transparently, we probably have most of us like 50 to 40% rev shares, but it's still phenomenal money, and we're still in the early stages. So that's gonna grow. That's gonna keep compounding. It's gonna keep building. You hit 100K month, you're still taking home 50, which is a beautiful thing. So keep hustling, keep grinding. Don't fucking worry about those big ass numbers because they're just gonna keep getting bigger.
Yeah. Like I put this up on the screen for a real reason, right? One, because I just got your fucking attention. You're here, right? You're here now, right? So it's like I got your attention, but being realistic with y'all, like we are real people. Yes, 90% profit margins. But the beauty of this is if we were to split an e-com brand with somebody else, we would not even get close to 40% of actual revenue. The beauty of that is I'm saying monthly recurring revenue and just revenue on its own, right? And what I mean by that is like the money that comes in, since there are 90% or higher profit margins, I wanted to be conservative with this number. But with those high profit margins, you can take home a lot more even with a smaller percentage. And that's why this system works so well. And that's why all five of us are sitting here in front of you trying to get you to get on this. But like Brady says, I know you're a bunch of glue eaters. I know you're a bunch of people just sitting here like, this can't be real. And you probably won't finish this whole video. Like I know you won't. But the beauty of it is that we're testimonials. We sit right here and we know that tomorrow we're gonna still make money and you're gonna sit here on YouTube. And I'm just being real. Like I know all of us on this call right now, we were in the same situation of, dude,
Facts.
I just don't know if I can do it yet. Like I've done drop shipping, I've done a lot of different shit. But at the same time, I've realized that if I focus solely on one thing, you can go far. So I'm not here to ramble. I'm not here to do anything like this. I want to give y'all the actual sauce. I want to break down on what our different methods are because we're people, but we have gotten to this place different types of ways, but using the same method. And I kind of like to talk about it that we are all kind of, what do we call it? A little, what are we, a little,
Geos.
we're GOs. That's great. I like that. A little
Absolutely.
acronym.
Yeah.
Little
Geos.
geo action.
You could be the same. Just get the fuck out of tutorial hell, bro.
Yeah,
Get
fact.
Amen.
out of
And
it.
one thing I want to say on top of that is just like nothing about what we do is really that logical. Like I remember for me, I told my dad, like this is back in the day when I had an agency. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start an agency. He was like, what's that? I was like, I don't know, but I know people are making a lot of money with it. And so there's like no logic in here, but I just knew it was possible because like other people are doing it, so why can't I? And
Facts.
you just have to take stupid action, even if you have no idea what you're doing or like how it'll actually work out. But I mean, one, I'd say have a safety net. Like, don't go and start a business where you have to like pay 10K up front for a bunch of inventory or some bullshit. But like, just have the goal, know that other people have done it, and then just like start working towards that goal, and shit will start to like work its way out in ways that you would have never like thought possible.
And I feel like, especially with this, it's like you said, like obviously don't fucking put your back against the wall and just spend 10K on like inventory. But with this, it's like it's almost safer to put your back against the wall because it's like you can fully commit to it, but there's not that much you really have to invest. And like as long as you kind of have that North Star of where you want to go, just fucking lock in on it and like it's possible. And it's obviously easy to say it's possible, but you gotta really just see it to believe it. So
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, I think this video specifically will help because you're seeing 5 of us speaking about it. And when I was getting into this space, what helped me believe in it a lot was seeing people's testimonies, was seeing that people were actually doing it beforehand. So if I can like inspire you watching this right now, that's fucking awesome because we are really doing this. We are like 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, however old all of us are. So we've done that shit and you can do it too, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just turn
motherfucker.
off your like logical analyzing brain. Like it just doesn't serve you. That
maybe
Yeah.
maybe in the later stages a little bit when it's like more high leverage things that you're doing, but like at the beginning it's just like go, go, go.
you need to just
Literally.
just be like an like stupid optimism. Just like yippee, like we're gonna make 10K per month. Just like no idea how, but just like relentless stupid optimism. And your parents are gonna shit on it. Your friends and family are gonna shit on it, but like that's what it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
we're in like the hella early stages too, so it's like easy to make it like it still can be very realistic. Like if you're watching this video, it's like you can see us and be like, okay, we're still like in like normal places and we're just normal people. It's not like we're all wearing fucking rollies and shit. Like it's
Yeah, I still live in my mom's basement, bro.
Stacking up bread though. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Dylon, do you have anything to add to that? Did a little paradigm like shift that kind of helped you?
Yeah, bro. Like Nick said, I mean, me, Nick, Braden, Austin, we all been. I knew these guys since like $0, honestly. So, like, find a group and just lock in with them, and as well as like, there has to be a healthy balance. Like Nick is a very much overthinker, and I'm telling him, yo, you gotta get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? So like, and
Respect though,
especially with
yeah.
all my boys, a lot of my boys get in the weeds, but I'm telling them, I direct them like, yo, you need to take action. You need to fuck up and then fix it up with your logical brain. I'm very much a doer. I like doing, doing, doing. And especially in the early phases, that's really the biggest thing. You have to just keep putting the inputs, keep doing, literally. And that's how, and also think outside the box. That's how you make money in this. Austin did a really good job thinking outside the box with his niche, but think outside the box.
Shout
Um,
out Nick. I thought outside the box from Nick Dino.
Exactly.
So shit.
And it's especially how I made a lot of my money is because I was one of the first people in my niche. So just thinking outside the box and doing.
I
That's
think a lot of people are looking for a blueprint. The thing is, like, there is no blueprint. Anything could work for you. You just need to stick with it and just like you have a more powerful brain than you think. So just like try shit and like the school system and your boss, like everyone just likes being told what to do because that's what they're used to. They just grew up being told what to do. But it's like with entrepreneurship, you need to learn how to be like self-directed and like go your own path.
and
yeah.
that's definitely a skill that you can like build. But I also want to add like to the part of like doing stuff as a group, like especially at the beginning. Like yeah, like especially if you're like an overthinker like me, like find someone who is like your opposite kind of in that way, and that'll like definitely help balance you out. Especially in the beginning, because you just need to not think and just fucking be stupid and just do shit.
Mhm.
No, that's honestly like everything that y'all just said is like so freaking true. And the reason why I say is like it's really not that hard. And I think a lot of people are a lot of scared of this word called failure. And I think failure is the best thing that can happen, but a lot of people label failure wrong. And what I mean by that is that whenever you do fail, for me, I don't know how y'all are, but for me, that's just testing. I only fail unless I quit.
Yeah.
Real shit. You know what I mean? So if here's my thing, people get discouraged so quickly over little things. And we could sit here and talk about like paradigm shifting and everything. And I think it's really important because before you can touch any of these numbers, you have to believe in yourself and understand that if you really want to go after some shit, you can do it. And I think a lot of people get it twisted too, that it's like, oh, well, I need to make money. I need to go get this job. Hey, if you want to be stuck in a shitty job, you do you. If you want to be stuck in a fucking situation you don't want to be in every single day, hey, you do you. But right here, I'm 20 years old. Shit, I haven't done anything crazy. I've lived in my parents' house. I went to college for 2 semesters and dropped out. Right. And I had the shift of like, if I want to get it done, I have to get it done. But this is not hard, but it's not easy. The not easy part is doing. And it's because of your lazy ass, you won't do. And so, like, I'm not trying to label everybody, but we know in the beginning, all of us can say that we had a time where we were sitting and scrolling and doing nothing. You know what I mean? And we had to really light this fire under our ass to be like, yo, either we're going to do it or no one's going to do it for us. We're men at the end of the day, even for women. You know what I mean? Like, it's a completely different story. And I don't want to speak on that by any means because I don't know what it's like to be a woman. But for a man, we're men. Who's going to do it
Yeah,
but us?
Yeah.
And
So,
the last chime in I'll do, and this is really what, like, I remember I caught myself one time watching somebody do outreach, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Watching somebody do outreach. It's weird, bro. You just have to like get up and do it, bro. Just do it, bro.
And it comes in phases too. Like there's still points now, obviously, where it's like, okay, oh, I'm doom scrolling and like shit like that. So needless to say, like none of us are perfect, especially
amen.
me. So it's like it's definitely there's like phases of productivity, at least speaking for myself. So you kind of have to, I always have to like remind myself to lock in. Um, so yeah.
No, you're exactly right.
Here's the biggest paradigm shift that I had was I thought about college. I was like, all right, I go to college for 4 years and then I get my degree. I'll probably have 6-figure earning potential just because that's like I was going to a good school, getting a good degree. But then picture yourself working on a business relentlessly for 4 years. You're going to be making 7 figures if you're actually locked in, bro. And the thing I noticed, I didn't really see anybody who'd been in the space for more than a year or two who wasn't making 6 figures. And it's like the only people who weren't were the ones who quit. So the only way to fail is just to quit and go back to your job. But once you've like taken the leap, it's kind of hard to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just to, oh, go ahead, Austin, go ahead.
I was just back off of that, dude. Like, if you have even the slightest bit of motion, if the ball is rolling like 2 degrees, keep the ball rolling. Do not let the ball stop. Because I have fallen victim to this myself, where like I'll have a crazy successful launch and then I kind of like eased up. Don't ever ease up because that's when you lose all that momentum. So if you guys even have like the slightest W where you like started a fucking website domain, I don't care what you're doing, if you're drop shipping or if you're building a fucking brick and mortar business, if you laid your first brick down, lay the next one down and lay the next one after that. And it's going to feel like this for a little bit and you're just going and you're just going and nothing's happening. But all that momentum, it's just going to compound. It's just going to keep building. And then all of a sudden, it's like hockey stick growth. It just exponentially rises out of nowhere. You just pop the fuck off. So if you get an inch, take that fucking mile, and then 2, and then 3, and then do circles around the whole planet. So just keep going. Do not stop.
You're exactly right. I think something real quick to kind of add is like, sorry, Nick. Sorry, I
Go ahead,
apologize.
go ahead, go ahead.
So, like, just real quick is that this right here is a side effect to doing what the fuck you love. Do you get what I mean? Making the money is a side effect from anything of this. The reason why we're able to do this is because at the end of the day, we enjoy the work. Correct me if I'm wrong. I
Yeah.
enjoy this shit.
I
You know what I
think
mean?
also like getting better at it. Like Hormozy talks about this a lot. Like getting good at it makes it enjoyable. You know, it's like learning. It's like I just think of everything kind of. I think Braden said this as well. Just like as a video game character, and it's like I'm like, okay, I'm reading this book. Like it's gonna help me with this. It's like all this shit's like connected, and it's just like, okay, I'm getting better at this, and it's just like it makes it fun. Like learning something and getting better at something is satisfying in its own right. And like when you start at it and you're shit at it and you're like doing outreach, that might not be fun, but if you learn it and you get good at it and you get into these like flow states and you have these ideas and everything kind of starts making sense, it like gets really enjoyable.
And then
I do
slowly,
want
sorry to cut y'all off, but slowly you're gonna realize that, especially when you're talking to somebody who has no clue, you're gonna realize, bro, you're talking fucking in a whole different language. Because
Yeah.
slow, you just
that.
start learning these new shits and learning everything, bro. You end up speaking a whole different language, bro. It's crazy. Like slowly, these skills that we learn compound, and it's like, bro, like it's literally like you're talking to a third grader.
Oh, it's gibberish. It's absolute gibberish. I was at Thanksgiving using all these, and this was when I first started, and I didn't even know that much. And I'm using all these buzzwords, and my sister just starts getting angry. She's like, "What the fuck are you saying? Like, stop! Like, why are you?" And I was like, "Damn, all right." Like, but like, people are not gonna understand it at first, but that's kind of the beauty of it, and I think
Yeah.
that makes it even more fun.
I do want to touch back on this though, just for beginners. Like, if you hate every aspect of it, then don't fucking do it. You're doing the
That's
wrong.
true.
But
That's
there is like I remember that kind of pissed me off when people are like, "Oh, I just love this shit. Like this is my passion." Like there's a lot of shit that I just sucked at and I hated when I started. I was like, "This shit fucking sucks." And so I relied on like a lot of insecurity and like self-hatred to get going. It's like I can't suck. Like I just felt like I sucked at everything and I got so mad. And so like that's where a lot of my fuel came from at first. And then now that I'm a little bit better, I'm still pretty ass at business. Like I've only been doing this for 9 months. But now that I'm a little better, it's like a lot more enjoyable. And now I can like confidently say like I am passionate about this shit and I am having fun like every single day.
Yeah. Because there is so much like shit. Like growth operating is such an umbrella of like what there's so much shit you can do. And it's like for me, what I find enjoyable is like there's so many things you can do that it's like, oh shit, I get to learn this now. Like I get to do sales, I get to do this marketing, I get to do this new funnel. Like it's like even if you don't like all of it, there's stuff you look forward to like learning and doing. And it's like almost like a skill tree where you just want to get good at like all this different shit. It's just like exciting because it's not like this one monotonous task. Growth operating, it's like a bunch of different shit you can do.
Yeah.
On CEO skill set, I didn't realize I would be doing sales and copywriting and like all these systems and automations. If you want to learn a lot of skills and be forced to learn them all very fast, this is for you.
Literally, bro. Literally.
Yeah.
I agree. And as well, and more on the enjoyment side, like I fucking love this shit, bro. I love working. I love dealing with the creator problems. I love when me and creator just like we're bonding. I love the troubles. Like I love it all. I love making the motherfucker money when he doesn't even have to lift a finger. Like I love that shit. Dude wakes up in the morning and he sees the sales from last night. And he's like, bro, what the fuck? Just being so valuable to somebody who's already valuable, it gives me a fire, bro. Like that shit is just like when you can plug into somebody's business and make them 10K in a week or make them fucking 16.1K in 5 days, bro. Like you are a valuable person and it makes you just feel more better about yourself, honestly.
I think
And
Norm said this that it's just we're just problem solvers. Like we do all this
hell
shit,
yeah.
but at the end of the day, we're just solving problems. And it's like sometimes you wake up and there's just a fucking problem. You're like, fuck. But then when you solve it, it's just like such a
It feels
satisfying
good.
opportunity. It's like an opportunity, like, okay. And then you dealt with so many problems, it's just like, okay, another day, let's fucking figure it
Yeah,
out.
Exactly.
facts.
I completely agree with
Like
you. I think that was really well said. And I think also like you only make it complicated. You make it complicated. You know what I mean? I think this business model is very leveraged. And what I mean by that is like you have like a creator knows how to create.
How I was like, I was jumping ship, like my personality, or at least how people perceive me. Like my parents would always be like, oh, like for Christmas, I would always want this like one massive thing for like a week, and then I get bored of it and like want this one massive thing. And I would always just go into phases with shit. And
Uh,
especially with like business too. Like I did like drop shipping, I tried like trading, I tried all this shit, and I would always give up. I was never fully bought into it because it wasn't my only option. But I think having it like be your only option, it also like somehow ties it into your identity, and then understanding that the only way to fail, like we said earlier, is just to not quit. And it's like becomes this thing. It's like, okay, I'm just this is what I'm doing. and I'm learning all this shit, and there is no other option.
You do Airbnb and you're damn good at flipping Airbnb houses. Basically, we're going to help you package your information and sell it to your audience so that you can teach them how to do Airbnb too. You can coach them up on it. You can create a course, and we can basically build a funnel so that you can turn the eyeballs into cash flow. You've got your Instagram, you've got your Snapchat, you've got your YouTube. You're teaching people, you're providing value, and thus they're going to want more. So we can help you actually nurture the audience properly. We can help you create systems like a funnel. That's a buzzword, but basically you're just funneling all the eyeballs, all the people that are trickling down into this offer with marketing, with some, a lot of different things, and basically turn them into clients and deliver afterwards. The most important part that we all love is product, so that you can actually make that information actionable and successful. So that's kind of the gist of it.
Damn.
For people who
Those-
don't speak entrepreneurship yet, basically you find a content creator who is educational, you partner with them, and then sell their information basically.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think also, like, Dylon, if you want to go over it in just a second, like, a good way that I kind of look at all of this is there's a reason why you have a following on social media. There's a reason why creators have a number under this little follower section, right? They're good at creating content, right? But at the same time, a lot of people try to dabble into business. They really don't understand it, and that's okay, right? And that's why you got a couple nerds right here that sit and actually breaking down the whole funnel to show you that, one, we know what we're talking about, and two, we know that now we can come into any creator's business and help them in any type of way to help turn those followers into dollars in a ethical, legal way. Don't worry, there's nothing shady or illegal or scammy going on. But realistically, you know how to make good content, and we know how to build great businesses. And this little mesh together is beautiful. And so, Austin, Braden, that was amazing. Dylon, do you have anything to kind of add about what your definition of growth operating is?
Honestly, I mean, what you said, turning followers into dollars, literally. Like these people, well, my preferred is people who know how to make money. They have an audience, and some of them are not good with, or they're teaching them, but they're teaching them for free. They can make a fuck ton of cash. So turning the audience into cash. They said it well.
Norm was laughing when Austin said fitness niche is trash because he made 27K last
I
month.
did. I
But from
did.
my experience, I made like $100 with the fitness creator, but that's also because I sucked more in the past. I probably should have launched high ticket. I could have ran up like 10K. But yeah,
Yeah, and I think what I said was a little short-sighted because it really, like, you could sell anything. You could sell any niche. For Christ's sake, I sell a rug tufting niche, and
So
we're just
crazy.
helping rug tufters scale their business and content with biz ops, with everything in between. So it just really is up to the person. You can go in and probably teach people how to flip and refurbish tables and start making fucking 10K a month out of their garage. So it's really cool. Just matters, the strength of the creator, how dedicated they are, how dedicated you are to making it happen, and just putting two and two together.
I would say one thing, just make sure it's a niche you enjoy, because you are going to be like constantly dealing with these people and like interacting and like doing stuff based on this. So make sure it's like not fucking like, I don't know, just something you don't despise or hate. Like make sure
a
it's
big
something.
jeweler enthusiast.
Huh? Jeweler? Yeah. I love my jewelry. Yeah, we have a jewelry community. I wouldn't say I went into it like, I don't know, loving jewelry, but I think it's definitely like sparked my interest, and now I kind of tempted to start a little jewelry brand.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah.
cool. But as you
Love
can
it.
see, like, we all come from different works. We all come from different kind of ways of what works with us. And it's because the way that growth operating works, in my opinion, is that you get to do what you love by putting together amazing like offers and stuff. And what I mean by that is like you basically get to pick a niche that you're like, damn, I really like this, and see how it works. One, before you were to launch anything, or two, build it out with somebody that knows what they're doing on social media. Because that's the number one way of traffic right now, and it will continue to be. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's another reason why we're doing this YouTube video as you speak right now, is because we know that this is going to be forever lasting. All right, real quick. I want to stop and just say, one, thank you for watching the end of this video, and two, this is a 4-part series. So this was like a 3-hour conversation. I got it down to like 2 hours in editing. If you want to watch all 4 parts, I'm going to be dropping them kind of every other day. But right now, this is the first part of the 4-part series. This was just straight paradigm gems and like what the mindset needs to be and where you need to be at mentally to be able to do any type of online business and just think outside of the box. After this, we're going to start going in more detail of how we did outreach, how we got our creator, how we built out our funnels, stuff like that. But it's a 4-part series. And I just want to let you know, again, thank you so much for watching. If you could drop a subscribe down below, that'd be cool. If not, drop a little comment and let me know what you thought of the video. But again, thank you. And there's going to be more coming this week. So I'll see you in the next one.